Jesus speaks about Yellowstone, his mercy and plans, hope for those left behind, and his coming kingdom. March 4th, 2015. Words from Jesus to Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Jesus began, "I do believe the word about Yellowstone is important to share. People are expecting the worst, and given the circumstances, I can say this is logical. What they are not counting on is my love for America and the mercy I will show her. Yes, among all the nations, she is one I love and still have great plans for her. After she has been humbled completely and restored, then again I will use her. She's very much like my bride, and even as I exiled my people to Babylon, never did I plan on completely abandoning her. So it is with America. Never were my plans to reduce her to nothing, without the hope of future glory. She will be used by me again. One thing that truly has not dawned on the people of this country is her beginnings. Many of the founding fathers were Masons and spiritually corrupted. The entire estate of Washington, District of Columbia, was laid out on pagan principles. And now these principles have come to fruition. She is reaping what she has sown. I will destroy what has been and is corrupted about her, and restore to her the true heritage of her God, and she will once again be a force for the good in the world." Clare, when I come to rule, there will be equality and justice around the world. Never again will I allow governments to repress and denigrate the human being of any race, color, or creed. Although the knowledge of me will fill the earth, and it will be her glory, still the selfishness of man will arise to take the liberties of others for the sake of greed. I will not allow this, and it will be the turning point. Greed will be the hinge from which the good will turn to evil. But until that time, you will have much beauty and peace to look forward to. The generations will flourish in an atmosphere of goodwill. The true faith that I intended for mankind will bring all into the light of my glory, and living for me will be as easy as breathing. Joy will abound within families, villages, and even cities, because the knowledge of me and my love for mankind will be readily available and openly professed. The western United States will remain for the most part intact, and from this place will the new government arise. This is one reason why I will spare Yellowstone, that it not completely destroy the West and Southwest. Both farming and technology will arise based strictly on godly principles and enforced by my angels and those entrusted with governing. Those who have proven themselves worthy and fit to care for all, without selfish ambition and underhanded motives. This so contrasts what you have today, springing from the occult motives instilled in Rome from the beginning. When I speak of Rome, I speak of the government, not the church. The restructuring of my church will arise very organically from those chosen to lead in every village and township. They will be kept small, except for the exceptional gatherings I myself shall attend, to impart new understandings, revelations, and ways of living in peace and love with one another. And yet from the onset there will be those who will shy away and search for alternatives to what I have established. These will be the seed of discontent that cannot bend the knee. They will be the forefathers of those who will incite the rebellion. Greed and pride will always exist, Clare, until I remove the evil from within. I want to impart to you the hope for the future that I have. It will be a long, dark and bloody road until my kingdom comes to this earth, and I want all to know it will come. It will. There is great hope for the generations yet to come. Peace will be established in mutual brotherly love, and though nations shall retain their own identities, there will be no quarreling or squabbling for resources or power. It simply will not be allowed. Much in the nature of man continues to tend in that direction, but I will enforce true liberty and justice for all. No one will be overlooked, not one, not even the littlest one, for my spirit will search the earth and see to it that wrongs are righted and justice is done to the poor, the little, the marginalized. You will be part of this, my spouse. I will have so much joyful work for you to do. Your happiness will stretch from sea to sea. Yes, the country will be divided. Yes, it will be quite a distance from one side to the other. Not something you can take a ferry to cross. There will be distinctly different climates, culture and industry. There will be trade between the two halves of the country. Never again will men squabble over petroleum, for the new energy system will be installed almost immediately after the purification. Communication will be simpler than ever. Pollution will be a thing of the past. No one will be allowed to carry on operations destructive to my creation or to humanity. Yet in their foolishness men will toy with overthrowing the beautiful lives they live, and I allow them to accumulate and band together, that they may be no more on the face of the earth. Lord, I really want to understand the whole alien agenda and how you are going to deal with it. The technology they possess and have developed is deviant and cruel in the most grotesque ways. All is motivated by greed, hatred, lust for power, and complete disregard for all that is good. I will totally destroy and wipe every single one out. There will be no more influence from these treacherous demons and their perverted technologies that vie with me and declare they are capable of creating life. They are only capable of destroying life, period. What your government has bought into will cost them irreparably. Their lives, their souls, their offspring. And never again will they rise to power. The whole world will be turned upside down and emptied of all evil. This I will see to when I come. The 3 days of darkness will come just before I do. This is when all men will be on the brink of despair, that there is no longer any hope at all. This is when I shall dispatch my angels to bind and destroy every wicked agent and agenda of terror and destruction. Life will be so new at the end of that period that it will seem that Eden has been restored to the whole earth, and the brightness of those days will declare my mercy and glory. And spontaneous regeneration will occur in many places on the earth. It will truly be a new dawn, where wickedness reigns no more. People will look for violence and wickedness, but all will be put to rest. But what about adulterers, liars, thieves, etc., that cannot enter the holy city? There will be massive attempts to rehabilitate those with twisted lives. My love, my kindness and my mercy will cleanse those who are willing, and they shall be healed. I will spare no resource to help them into a new life. But sadly, many will still hold to their old ways of doing things and eventually be punished. I cannot allow evil men to reproduce evil in my kingdom. They will be stopped before they can corrupt those who are following what is right and good. Transportation will not be only for the rich anymore. All will have an equal right to the things needful to fulfill their own destinies. Those who have succeeded in the past and hold to my laws, they will be put in the position of raising up others who will rise to fulfill the very thing they were born to do. There will be no hindrances, no politics, no favoritism, no bribery. Nothing of the sort will be allowed to exist in my kingdom. All will have their share, and what is needful for a happy life. You see, communism had these ideas as well, but because of the corrupted nature of man, it was bound to fail. Nothing of the sort can thrive, grow, and last without my law and order. Man will always tend towards selfishness, and those who are succeeding will be trampled down by others who are stronger and want to steal what they have built up. These are important things I want to tell many to help them persevere in the darkest hours of humanity.